I have to remind myself every time I'm promoting Fast and just like pinch myself because it's been such an unbelievable ride, and I've been so lucky that we've been this successful over the years. And I saw the movie last night, and it's bigger than 5, which I thought was, kind of unfathomable in my mind, but it really is. I mean, it's insane what Justin has pulled off, and every character has their moment, and it was beautifully done.
Yeah. I remember when we were doing the 4th one, and I was like, wow, I don't know. Vin and I basically stepped away, and they're talking about reprising it, basically getting us going again, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, really? That was a long time ago we made the first one. You really think they want us still doing this? And the response was yes. And then another one, really? Okay. What? The response was a bigger yes. And now to be doing 6, and people are talking, and sometimes people can't help but count their chickens before they hatch. And I'm like, whoa, stop with that. But all signs are looking good. And to me, it's just, it's mind-blowing, And now all this talk of announcing another one before this one's even been released, that's bold as all hell. But okay, let's go,
But you just reminded me, when we were about to make 4, there were a lot of naysayers. There were people that were like, I don't understand why they're and we showed them, so that feels pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just glad that I went on record. I made a point to go on record and go, I don't know if people want this or not. But it's like when I say it now, it's like it's all there. Even I remember going into the 2nd one, I was like, God, I was scared to death. Like I was thinking, man, I'm going into this thing without Vin. The guy that helped realize, a big chunk of the first one and helped realize the success of it. And the 2nd one turned out the way that it did. And every step along the way, I've been kind of scratching my head, and going, what the F? And now it's like, all right, moving forward, Justin's been such a champion, and the thought of moving on without him, yeah, guess what? I'm scared again, but I'm used to that. I'm used to that with this. And, I'm just sitting here, I'm talking about it, I'm like, if I didn't feel scared, something would be wrong with me. I think I'd be just a royal prick, because it's like, this obviously means something to more than just myself and, a handful of other people. We got a huge audience out there, and it's like, I want to continue to kick ass for them, I want to continue to crank out stuff that they love. Are we going to be able to continue at this pace, at this rate? I don't know. But we're gonna die trying.
There's a tank that literally flies out of a truck that then pummels over cars, and then then there's a plane, and there are cars that go in and out of those. It's like someone just thought up what could be the most fun thing to shoot, and then made it happen, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I still don't even know what the hell this damn movie's about. The way that we put it together, it was just incredible. It was run and gun, We were like 3rd and long with 2 minutes left, 34 points down this entire shoot, and Justin's, calling audibles the whole damn time, and, I just throwing it up, throwing it up. And I remember looking over at him, he's like going, dude, I got this. And that happened on more than one occasion. The guy, his completion percentage was just ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm still just going, what the F? Back to what the F. That's the theme today. Fast and Furious, what the F? That's what we should just call it. I love that stuff. To me, I like to think that's what separates me from a lot of other guys. And so when I have an opportunity to do that, I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I don't know, I like banging it up. I'm a pretty physical guy, and I enjoy the physical challenges. That's a big part of the reason why I wanted to do this franchise to begin with. It was the dream opportunity. Go race cars, be a cop, run around, smack people with a gun, and shoot them. And, at that time in my life, that's all that mattered, and that's all it needed to be. What I didn't realize is what was being woven into it. And I don't even think that the original fans even necessarily realized what was going on, the connective fiber of this whole family element and all that. I just want to go kick ass. And now I look at it and I'm like, oh, you know, Rob Cohen did a hell of a job. He set us up way back when, you know, and he's kind of an unsung hero too. I know Justin gets some credit. Justin doesn't get enough credit. I know Rob gets some credit. He doesn't get enough credit. Neither of those guys can get enough credit. Singleton can't get enough credit to step out with Reese and I and take the swing that he did. You know, it's crazy. We've had the right people every step of the way. Yeah, for sure. You know, there's always like a competitive pulse between Vin and I. You know, and that definitely helps with what we do on screen. It's all healthy. I get frustrated at times, and I want to tell him to go kick rocks, you know, and he'll laugh at me and ball, and, you know, and we'll have our powwow and makeup session. And, you know, I like that about this, you know. I think, like you said, it's like what we've got going on in real life is paralleled on screen quite often, you know. I'm a huge fan of Jordana's, and I'm so glad that she's been like my girl for all these years. And you know, that Tyrese is my brother. You know, I mean, Chris, I love him to pieces. We brought in Luke Evan on this last one. Ended up just being a stud. We've been really fortunate.
I did, and you know, I watched the movie, as I said yesterday, and there's certain things, sometimes you don't, Justin always has an aim in mind, and I think he's got the whole movie mapped out in his brain as he shoots, and he gave me one note, and I was kind of like, I don't really understand why, but I did it anyway, because I trust him, and would do anything, and then I saw the beat yesterday, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. She was completely fearless, and her attitude towards Luke, who's this, you know, very menacing guy, was, and I think it so worked because he was messing with her family.